Thank you for joining us here again. Day 2, 4th Annual Upward Classic presented by Upward Sports. We're here in Spartanburg, South Carolina in a beautiful tournament, beautiful facility. Pardon my use of the word beautiful, but it fits in every instance right here at this great classic. It's Marcus Burnett. I'm joined by
Jansen Raymond.
And we're going to be bringing you the Norcross Blue Devils as they get ready to take on Bishop O'Connell, a staple in the D.C. and Maryland, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area where they hail from. So we got about 2 minutes left here in the pregame. Stay with us as we present Norcross versus Bishop O'Connell here in the 4th Annual Upward Classic.
I don't think we'll be saying Adrian's last name too much tonight.
And we're about set for tip-off. Norcross taking on Bishop O'Connell. And this should be a good matchup. Me being based in the Atlanta, Georgia area, definitely familiar with this Norcross team. And while I'm not based in the area most closely located to Arlington, Virginia, and Bishop O'Connell, their reputation as a program definitely precedes them. So this should be a great matchup. Norcross, defending state champion in Georgia. Not an easy task at all, but a task that a program like Norcross has no problem completing. They are a perennial contender back in Georgia, have some of the successful products to come out of there include Jody Meeks, Al Farouk Aminu, as well as Jeremy Lamb, who was very influential in the championship run for the University of Connecticut last year.
Some players to watch here would be for Norcross, Brandon Goodwin, number 4. He's got some pretty stout D1 offers from Wofford in North Florida. And on the other side of the ball, playing for the Bishop O'Connell Knights, would be George Mason. And same with him, some D1 scout or offers, VCU, Harvard, Xavier, and Miami are just a few to name.
So yeah, definitely a game loaded with some talent as we see Derek Herbert pick up that offensive foul on that first particular play.
High quality basketball players. Should be a great matchup here.
Bishop O'Connell doing a good job of making some passes and getting everybody a touch as they score, making it a 2-0 ball game.
Good move move by Romeo to get in there.
So Norcross has it now. Autry kicks it over to Goodwin. Goodwin back up top to Herbert.
Do a little bit of foreshadowing here. I think this is going to be a defensive game. As you can see, Bishop O'Connell has just got their hands full right now. Everyone's in their face except for that wide open shot right there. But
I guess Givens missed that three-pointer. That floater is blocked by Givens.
Could have been goaltending. He looked like he was on the way down, but we'll never know.
Yeah, we won't know, but I think you're right. Definitely could have been called for the goaltend. Could have Givens, but they ruled it a block, and Givens is no stranger to those. He had 4 blocks in last night's game. That was also a game where he showcased. People know about his athletic ability, being able to play above the rim and block shots, but he also showcased his ability to knock down that baby and mid-range jumper as well.
Yes, indeed.
Norcross unable to get on the board so far, and that's going to be called a travel on number 4, Rashard Kelly.
Good call there.
6 minutes, 21 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. And Goodwin will bring it up. Goodwin kicks it over to Autry, back to Goodwin. Goodwin also does a good job, even though he's quick and can create off the dribble. He does a good job moving without the ball and slashing as well. We'll see if he's able to do that against what looks like a very disciplined Bishop O'Connell team.
A lot of ball movement. This is great. And when ball movement comes, that happens. Open shot. Just couldn't couldn't twinkle the twine, but they got back on defense. Good job.
And like you said, that was a shot that Coach Mack, Jesse McMillan over at Norcross can live with. It was the result of the extra pass being made, and that's a shot.
Times.
Exactly. And that's a shot that he'll want them taking every time they can get it.
Just a good ball movement. Bishop O'Connell comes down, pushing the ball, and finds a wide open man for an easy layup. 6-0 here.
Marquise Rowe, 5'9" sophomore guard, with that layup. And finally, we get Norcross on the board. 6-2 ball game.
Deep three.
No good. And Herbert can get from one end of the court to the other very quickly. As Norcross sets it up, try to get something done here in the half-court setting. Autry kicks it to Herbert. Goodwin not giving much room at all by Adrian. And definitely have to put an asterisk and a disclaimer by Adrian's last name. We'll make sure we get the correct pronunciation. I'm going to say Chocolangui.
That's a hard one.
It definitely is.
A lot of syllables in there, but a good reason why you need to use the backboard right there. Would have made the layup, but instead we got 2 injured players here.
And it looks like number 10 for Bishop O'Connell, Romello Trimble, came down very hard on that play.
A little shaken up.
So they're checking him out right now. And we're going to take a quick second. We'll be back with you shortly and provide you with an update on Romello Trimble. We wish him well, and I hope he's good to go. We'll be back soon.
On behalf of Upward Sports and Dorman High School, we'd like to welcome you to the 2011 Upward Classic. The athletes participating in the Upward Classic come from different states, backgrounds, and experiences. However, they each play a significant role on their team. Through victory, defeat, they display for their school and community what hard work, discipline, practice, and teamwork can accomplish. We're honored that you've chosen to watch this exciting tournament. Upward Sports is thrilled to be sponsoring this tournament for the 4th year. Founded in Spartanburg, South Carolina, Upward Sports develops, equips, and resources the local church so that in turn they can connect with families in their communities through the universal language of sports. Since 1995, we've grown to partner with over 2,400 churches across the country to provide a fun sports experience for children kindergarten through 6th grade. As time goes by, we're humbled to realize that currently there are over 500,000 high school graduates who played upward sports as a child. By 2013, that number should grow to well over 1 million graduates. Upward Sports is beginning to experience the dynamics behind former Upward Sports participants now turning into Upward Sports coaches. These are individuals whose love of the game was affected by their Upward Sports childhood experience. Now they want to make a difference in the lives of the next generation of players. We want to celebrate this giving back phenomenon by continuing to host a first-class high school basketball tournament known as the Upward Classic. We hope that you'll enjoy this webcast of the 2011 Upward Classic, and should you want to learn more about Upward Sports, we invite you to visit our website at upward.org.
Yeah, get in touch with my Twitter account. No.
And we are back to the action.
Looked like he'd be okay. He helped himself up and ran off with by his own power, so still hoping for the best.
Yep, and we'll see how they decide to play it. I wouldn't be surprised if they just have him sit for the rest of this game, depending on whether they saw anything possibly concussion-related.
Yeah.
So we'll let the people that are certified in that area do what they do. We'll wish them the best, and we're back to the action as Norcross unable to knock down that outside shot. Bishop O'Connell's coming the other way. Their second three-point attempt of the game is no good.
But gets fouled. Questionable call, but got fouled. And as a point guard, that's his job, is to get in the lane, calls 2 or 3 defenders to come towards him and kick it out and to a three-point shooter and knock it down. But he got fouled, and hopefully he'll make all 3 of these.
Rashard Kelly, the 6'7" junior guard / forward at the line for Coach Wooten's Bishop O'Connell team. First free throw was no good. We got 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Second free throw was missed as well, and everybody in the multiple people in the stands, those for Norcross and for Bishop O'Connell, are clapping for Romello Trimble's return to the game, 6'2" sophomore guard. A lot of good young players in this tournament for this talent, this pool.
And I think Dorman's coach Ryan did a great job recruiting some of the best talent, not just in South Carolina, but around Georgia, Virginia, Maryland. And every game so far has been exciting. A few overtime games, all been close. But right now, this game's not looking too close. 11-2 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, but I look for this Norcross team to try to bear down. The good thing about it is they have a good coach on the sidelines that's not going to panic. He's going to focus on what they need to do to improve in this game. But he's also going to give them enough rope to be able to learn as well. He does a great job of doing that. And a great case in point was in the state championship last year where they went against a Milton team. All of their starting 5 were D1 players. A team that many picked to win. And Coach Mack, in addition to his players, were able to work together and bring that championship to Norcross.
Very hard shot in basketball. The baseline floater, don't know how much to put on or take off of it, but he finds the right distance and extends that lead to 13-2 as we have a timeout here. Kind of settle down his players, make sure it doesn't get too far out of hand right now this early in the game.
So from the outside looking in, what do you think would be the shot in the arm or the jump start that Norcross needs?
I think going with a full court press would really help them out right here. And just getting those second opportunities. Right now they're not boxing out and doing the little things that they're doing to win, and the score really shows it.
That's a good point. It's going to take the little things. Both of these teams are well-coached teams, which is exactly why both teams have to look at it from a standpoint of we've got to get the 50-50 balls. We've got to, like you say, box out. We've got to do the fundamentals in order to be able to win this game.
Yes. His team did go with a little half-court press, pick their man up at full court or a half court, but they got what they wanted was a missed shot, but just let the ball jump around, and they got it back.
Archery misses that shot. Bishop O'Connell comes the other way. Great anticipation in passing lanes right there by Herbert.
And at some point or another, that point guard is going to have to shoot that ball for him to be any kind of a threat the rest of the game. They saw what he's been doing, which was driving and kicking, and they timed it perfect and got that fast break.
Yep, sometimes Herbert can be too unselfish. He's a guy that's very quick, has some good tools, and sometimes he can try to get others involved to the point where he needs to be a little bit more aggressive himself as far as scoring the basketball.
And very unusual comment you made. Too unselfish. You don't see that too much this day and age in basketball, but it's nice to see.
Very true. I think it's always easier. I think it's always easier to get the unselfish player to be a little bit more selfish in a good way versus the other way around.
Yes.
13-2 game, 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting left to play here in this first quarter. Goodwin for three.
Good.
That's a nice splash right there. That's one of those buckets. It sounds like a basket of French fries being tossed up and down. That's a nice splash right there by Goodwin. And it is a 16-5 ball game.
Both teams are spreading the floor really well right now. A lot of shooters on the floor for both teams.
And Herbert's going to get called for a double dribble right there. And it is a 13-5 ball game. 2 minutes, 1 second left to play. That shot off the back of the rim, no good by Will Ferguson. Norcross has it, no roll the other way.
3 navy blue shirts right there. All the white guys got back on defense. They need more people in there boxing.
And we got a carrying call right there, and that's one thing that we've seen called, pretty consistently over the games that we watched today on both sides.
Yes, very much so.
But that's a tough call to make because unless it's very blatant, in this day and age, it's hard to make that carrying call because I think by nature, ball handlers carry the ball more in general. Everybody carries the ball. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of like one of those things where you talk about common speed on the highway. A guy gets pulled over for speeding when, everybody's going 70 on the highway. If you go 55, you're probably going to get ran over.
Yes, definitely. And the refs are doing everything to help this team out, but they just can't find the basket.
There's Givens.
Wow, that's a big-time player right there. Big-time move.
He never has problems finishing above the rim, and I guarantee we'll see more of that beautiful beam footage before the game ends with the way that he plays. The jump stop by Romello Trimble, and he's going to earn a trip to the free throw line. No, it looks like they're going to call that on the floor.
Could have gone either way, so we'll forgive you on that one.
They get it inside, does Bishop O'Connell. First attempt, no good. Second attempt is no good either.
To get the ball in bounds right there was just poor defense. They just took the ball out and were ready to go, and the other team was sleeping. But
nice pass right there by Herbert. And even though Givens wasn't able to finish, that was still a good, strong move by him. Just better defense on the part of Bishop O'Connell.
There we go. He drove into the lane. And this time he found a guy and then jumped and passed the ball and found an open shot. Good help from his teammate by knocking it down there.
And that knockdown makes it a 16-7 ball game. Nice
Here
job
we
of
go.
anticipating the passing lanes.
Oh. Lost the ball going up. Good thing he finished it. I think he won't be on the floor. Wouldn't have been on the floor for the second half of the game.
Yep, some high school coaches have that rule. I know we had a coach, if you take a dunk or you think you can do it, no problem, but you miss that dunk.
You're coming out.
You will see somebody being sent to the scorer's table immediately. So
it's plain and simple. It's 2 points or 0 points. A dunk gets you nothing else.
Exactly. It's amazing what hearing that, like you said, the oohs and ahs of the crowd can sometimes do to a player, and I'm sure every player kind of has it go through his mind when he has a breakaway by himself.
Yes.
Got about 10 seconds left to play here in this first quarter.
Good mid-range jump shot.
Knocked down by Leroy Butts, the 6'7" freshman center for Bishop O'Connell.
And in the quarter, he just tosses it up. And that leaves us with the end of first score. In the first quarter score would be 20 by the Bishop O'Connell Knights and 7 points by Norcross Blue Devils.
Thanks for joining us here. We're going to take a quick break. You are now watching the 4th annual Upward Classic brought to you here on iHigh.com. We'll be back in a sec.
Seven freshmen. Holy cow.
All right, let's get back to the action. Get ready to start this second quarter. Derek Herbert with the ball for Norcross. Herbert, a 6'1" senior guard, part of that state championship team from last year, a very influential part. Now Autry has it. Autry seeing quality minutes and performances as a sophomore guard here on this Norcross team. Good one for three. He was nothing but net from there a couple minutes ago. Misses that shot though.
But he was open, so it was a good shot, and he got that because of his teammates' unselfishness to make the extra pass.
There's a nice take right there by Will Ferguson, 6'2" junior guard. And you haven't heard me use the word senior when describing any of these Bishop O'Connell players just yet. They don't really have a senior-laden team at all. In fact, it's the exact opposite. They only have one senior. That's Allen Africa, the 5'8" guard
Very
for
young
Bishop
team.
O'Connell. Very young, so I think that says a lot about, the point that they're at this season and how it's only going to be more positive things from here for this squad.
Very much so. Right now, Bishop Eau Claire is having its way with that Norcross defense. I mean, I don't know what the coach could be talking about right now in that huddle besides defense.
Yeah, and I don't think it's really been things that they've done, very wrong for Norcross. I'm sure Coach Mack is going to find some changes that they can make, some adjustments to make. But I think, like I said, this Bishop O'Connell team is a well-coached team with some good pieces. But I think Norcross has some pieces too. So you balance that out with the adjustments that Coach Mack is going to point out. And I think we're going to see a more competitive game than what we've seen early on, with it being 24-7. So
right now, for a lot of teams, it's hard for them to be clicking because football essentially just got back to their football players for some teams. And right now it looks like Bishop Eau Claire has been together since they've been in rec league. They were playing together and playing well. Very young, and this team expect great things.
Yep, and that intangible side of things is so important. I mean, you kind of see it with Bishop O'Connell. And Norcross is, going to continue to work on that. And they were at a similar point last year to where they had great pieces, but it was just taking some time for all of them to gel and play in unison. And when you say play in unison, it's not always teammates not getting along or things of that nature. Playing in unison is just about really getting used to each other and playing in a way to where you can say, hey, we've gelled and we're rolling. And they got to that point last season, and the same thing is going to happen with this team. I'm not predicting a state championship, but they have some good pieces, and they're just still finding out how to use them in order to create a puzzle where you can recognize a nice picture at the end.
Yes.
24-7 ball game. There's going to be an offensive foul, goes against Bishop O'Connell. Rashard Kelly's going to have a seat, and in his place, Cameron Gregory is going to jump in. And speaking of Cameron, last night's speaker at the post-banquet event for the Upward Classic was Cameron Mills, a member of those 1996 and 1998 championship teams at the University of Kentucky.
And for all those young fellas out there, it's just a great story of hard work gets you far. He could have gone many places to play college ball, but wanted to play Kentucky. They didn't have a scholarship for him, so he walked on and didn't get any playing time his freshman year, but worked hard in the weight room and on the court, and started his junior and senior year and really was an impact player for that national championship winning Kentucky team.
And that's something you can appreciate, because a lot of times our generation, this day and age, we get written off for being the microwave generation. We want instant gratification, everything quick, everything now.
Yes.
But to be a guy that says, I'm going to turn down scholarship offers to be a walk-on somewhere, that already says a lot about how, you don't mind working for the bigger picture.
Yes.
And that's something you can definitely appreciate. And right now, Norcross is going to also have to see that bigger picture as far as being able to win this game, not being worried about a fairly slow start. Plenty of game time left, and I'm sure that was something Coach Mack was emphasizing. We make these adjustments, and we don't panic, but we go ahead and level the playing field by doing some of the things that we haven't done as well early on.
Right. A lot of things to go over in halftime, which is coming up here about 4 minutes and 45 seconds away. Shooter spotting up from three-point land. Misses it, goes out on top.
I wonder if we got an upwardclassic.com on top of the backboard. When the ball bounces up, hits in the NBA, you got the Hawks.com up there. We'll see. Knowing Upward Classic and their attention to detail. Yeah, they might have that up there.
Yes,
man.
indeed.
We got to get an angle above the backboard.
Coming back with a quick basket for Norcross.
I believe that was Goodwin on that basket. Norcross with a turnover.
Wow, I think he thought he was MJ. He tried to take off from the free throw line right there.
Right. Did a good job of adjusting. He kind of realized halfway through the air, maybe took off prematurely, but I got to hit this layup. I know Coach won't be happy if I miss this
there
layup.
wasn't a soul around him within 6 feet. But he did, like you said, a great job of adjusting and made the layup, which in the end is what really matters.
Trimble with a nice quick move.
Blew right by him. Good move. Good strong move.
Yeah, you don't see too many blow-bys happen with Derek Herbert on defense.
Yes.
But Trimble
tries to go in there amongst the trees in there and gets tangled up.
Trimble probably made a couple opponents that might be checking out this game, Trimble, with that last move that he made. That was a very quick move with a first step like that. It's going to be some good years ahead for the sophomore guard. Herbert with it up top. Kicks it over to Autry. Splits the D, but unable to hold on to it is James Sanders.
This team is a very unselfish team, always making the extra pass to get the wide open shooter, and they don't always make the shot, which is really what's not hurting them, but
it's definitely playing a role. And I think that we saw a similar team. I think Norcross has a little bit more height and explosiveness inside, but we saw a Hillcrest team that, just lost to West Charlotte, and it was a similar instance, playing good team ball, hustling, but just not able to be on the making end of enough shots. And
yes,
that's what we've seen with Norcross early on, although there are some adjustments to be made on defense. While you don't want to give up any threes, I have yet to see this Bishop O'Connell team really stroke it from the outside. They have capable shooters, but it's kind of one of those things where if I'm giving up a lot off of penetration and slashing and things of that nature, let me make these guys make a couple jump shots.
Yes.
So we see what we're working with. 13-point lead for Bishop O'Connell, and 3 minutes 13 seconds left to play here in this first half. And I think if I'm Norcross, I want to cut this lead in half. Ideally, if I could get it all in one fell swoop and tie it up, that'd be great. But
I think realistically, if you're the coach, you guys say get this to a single-digit lead before we walk into halftime, or we're going to have some troubles.
Exactly. And that's a must. You got Goodwin. That pass is jumped on by Rashard Kelly. Did a good job of anticipating that. So Norcross set to inbound the ball. Now into the game for them is number 32, Tyler Williams. He gets it over to Goodwin. Now Givens has it. And I want to hear more from Givens as he makes a nice move baseline, avoids the charge, but is unable to hit the shot. The ball is loose. Going to be picked up by Bishop O'Connell. They're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout also. We'll see you back here shortly here at the 4th Annual Upward Classic. Thanks for joining us. Coming back from the timeout, 2 minutes, 50 seconds and counting here in this first half. 14-point lead for the Bishop O'Connell Knights. And a lot of quickness at the guard position for this Bishop O'Connell team.
They sub in quickness for quickness, and they got a lot of quickness on the floor and on the bench right now.
And I say that what's making me, realize just how quick they are is they're going against a Norcross team that has some very good speedsters themselves.
Yes, indeed. What changes would you say that Norcross needs to make coming into halftime?
Well, I would say, I would see, look at some of the ways that Bishop O'Connell has been able to score. It's been mostly penetration, as well as being able to hit some of their cutters and scoring those opportunities. They've also been able to create some steals and some points off of those, but not a whole lot. I would say find a way to try to cut off some of this penetration, and also I wouldn't mind baiting Bishop O'Connell into some more jump shots as well. They have yet to demonstrate that they're going to be hitting those tonight. Not to say you give them open threes, but
right, you want to see what they're made of. Give them a couple to see what they can knock it down or not.
Exactly, because we've definitely seen that you get up too close on these guards,
they'll blow right by you.
Exactly. You'll see what the back of the head looks like quickly.
Yes. Right now, what's shooting them in the foot is turnovers. They need to hang on to the ball, and they need to get into halftime right now with the single digit or behind 9 or less.
Yeah, and I have no bull in the ring here, but I know this Norcross team, and I know that they're going to make a run with the tools that they have, and just the type of coach that Coach Mack is. I know he's going to be able to not only inspire these guys at halftime, but give them some keys to making sure Norcross puts themselves in a position to come away with this win. So they're going to make a run, and I think a big thing that's going to be needed is some guy is going to have to make a, okay, let's go type play. It may be Herbert getting a steal and getting an and one. It may be Givens having a block at one end and then having one of his nice above the rim finishes. But it's going to take a play that kind of serves as a 5-hour energy for these guys and gets them going.
And just a note on the coaching of O'Connell, or Bishop O'Connell or whatever, it's just usually when you come to a tournament, you tell all your coaches to wear buttoned polos or whatever. Him and every single of his coaches are in a suit and tie, and they're in full season game apparel right now, and right now they're playing like they're in full season.
Yep, they're suited and booted from top to bottom, and if that's one part of the recipe for success, then there's no need to switch the ingredients up at all.
Yes. Just because they look casual, they didn't want their players to play casual, so they look nice so the players could look nice, I guess.
Mission accomplished so far. 49.1 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Got a 14-point lead for Bishop O'Connell. So it looks like it's very bleak chances of this deficit being cut to single digits.
Yes.
Before the first half ends.
Which isn't the end of the road, but it would have certainly helped them.
Nice attempt on the finish by Rashard Kelly. He's unable to get it. So now O'Connell's going to be smart and bring it back out to get the last shot. Trimble gets it over to Adrian. Trimble gets the ball back. He's guarded by Tyler Williams. That's going to be a foul called on Williams. And that'll be the 17th foul, so we'll be in a 1-on-1 situation for Trimble. Glad to see Trimble able to shake off the fall and collision that he had on the first quarter. He was down for about a minute and 30 seconds, and he's come back in, and if he's having any ill effects, then I'd hate to see him at full tilt.
Yeah, really.
He's been explosive so far as off the dribble, being able to get into the lane, draw some attention.
Knocks down both of his free throws at the charity stripe. 13 seconds left. They got time to run a set play, but the pressure gives them troubles. He kicks it out for three.
No good.
Top of the rim.
Rebound.
I think they're just going to throw it up right here, and which they do, and close to going in, but no cigars.
That doesn't miss by much, but that's going to send us into halftime with a 15-31 ball game. Bishop O'Connell in the driver's seat. We'll see if Norcross can tap them on the shoulder and try to work themselves in there in this second half. Thanks for joining us here at the 4th annual Upward Classic here at the Dorman Arena. We'll take a second to enjoy this halftime. You do the same. And we're going to send you out with a message from Kaz McCaslin, president and founder of Upward. Thanks for joining us here on iHigh.com.
On behalf of Upward Sports and Dorman High School, we'd like to welcome you to the 2011 Upward Classic. The athletes participating in the Upward Classic come from different states, backgrounds, and experiences. However, they each play a significant role on their team. Through victory, defeat, they display for their school and community what hard work, discipline, practice, and teamwork can accomplish. We're honored that you've chosen to watch this exciting tournament. Upward Sports is thrilled to be sponsoring this tournament for the 4th year. Founded in Spartanburg, South Carolina, Upward Sports develops, equips, and resources the local church so that in turn they can connect with families in their communities through the universal language of sports. Since 1995, we've grown to partner with over 2,400 churches across the country to provide a fun sports experience for children kindergarten through 6th grade. As time goes by, we're humbled to realize that currently there are over 500,000 high school graduates who played Upward Sports as a child. By 2013, that number should grow to well over 1 million graduates. Upward Sports is beginning to experience the dynamics behind former Upward Sports participants now turning into Upward Sports coaches. These are individuals whose love of the game was affected by their Upward Sports childhood experience. Now they want to make a difference in the lives of the next generation of players. We want to celebrate this giving back phenomenon by continuing to host a first-class high school basketball tournament known as the Upward Classic. We hope that you'll enjoy this webcast of the 2011 Upward Classic, and should you want to learn more about Upward Sports, we invite you to visit our website at upward.org.
We play Olympics out of Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm streaming it online, and I give them a file, and they put it on YouTube. That gentleman right there, they're making copies of these games. Is that the game that did? Yeah. It's got 3 hours to down. 3 hours. I'll get in the DVD downstairs. What I'll have to So from the last game, can you dump everything that jumped out and take it back with you? Until, yeah, I can. It takes like 10 minutes at the hotel. It's okay. Thank you, man.
Yes. Much better first time.
Norcross, not Norcross.
Norcross?
Nor.
Same difference.
What was the name? The guy's name with all the syllables?
Oh yeah, forgot the
I'm
running ass that coach right now.
Adrian Chu. Wait. What do you want?
Not on his.
Did you make it big?
Yeah, it's huge when he pulls it up. Where's my buddy at? He needs to be up here. Well, it looks like. I know, it's dope. You need to go find it. Go online and look at it. It's on ihigh.com.
You're really talking.
Yes! No, I just had to do it for the fun of it. What? Who? Alright, dude. Here we go. You want to say something? Shout out. Follow me on Twitter, JRaymond13. Well, actually, I have like 100 new followers. In this game, I'll let you know on a timeout. Hey, you want a videotape?
So we're back to the action. Coming back from halftime.
Right at a perfect time. A good shot, got fouled.
So at the line right now, we have number 22. Cameron Gregory. He's a 6'8" forward/center, and he's only a junior for Bishop O'Connell.
This is the second one. Norcross brings the ball up. Quick shot. Missed it badly. Not the ideal shot. I'm sure that's not what Coach McMillan wanted coming out of halftime, but
And Autry goes up to contest that shot. Comes down kind of hard, but he's able to get up. Tough kid, sophomore for this Norcross Blue Devil team. At the line is number 4, Rashard Kelly. Still a 31-15 ball game. Now we've got a host of college coaches that are here. We've seen Tallahassee, Gardner-Webb. We've had Clemson.
South Carolina was here. And then you got the Division II, Newberry and Anderson and Limestone have all been here. So just a first-class tournament. Everything's first class, from the hosting it to the teams that are here, really.
I couldn't agree with you more. And for those that aren't drinking the Kool-Aid just yet, I encourage you to come here for yourself, and you'll want a big heaping helping of it.
You really can't miss it. It's the University of Dorman. Nice facilities, extremely big, a lot of land, really nice.
Givens, that's a big jumper, and that's a shot that he can knock down consistently. So I want to see if he's able to work that in more here in this second half, because he's a resource that this Norcross team is going to need.
Yes. And now they're going to need a lot of stops here. And which they got. Now let's see, can they capitalize on it?
Archie does a good job saving that ball inside to Givens.
And Givens a good job not forcing it, but his teammate forced it and got it. A deep three, but got it.
Brandon Goodwin.
Guess he's showing the college coaches he can shoot from the new college line that he's going to be dealt to force with when he gets up to that league.
And now we're seeing Norcross show even more signs of life. They're only down by 12 right now, and some things are just relative. Do you want to go in at halftime down 14 or 15 points? No. But do you look at it and say, if you're Norcross, we haven't really been able to get much going on offense at all in the first half. And with 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third quarter, we're only down by 12, and we can make this single digits in, one possession.
I mean, you could look at it glass half full or half empty, and down 12, they could look at themselves and say, we're down by 12, or they could say, we're only down by 12 and we can come back.
Exactly.
They're playing good right now.
And I think that, Bishop O'Connell, with the way that they play, I don't see them being the type of team that gets complacent. So Norcross is going to have to take what they want, and it appears that Goodwin has no problem trying to shoulder more of this load on offense as he knocks down another three-pointer.
He was almost non-existing that first half, but he's here. And now their offense is clicking. They just need that defense to make a couple big stops, and they're right back in the hunting things.
But I like the pace that Norcross has come out with, though they have a turnover right there by number 25, Ricky Madison.
Yes, first one of the half, which coach can live with. I mean, you're going to have turnovers, but Bishop O'Connell says we can shoot threes like you can and make them pay for that turnover.
Yep, and coach feels a little bit worse about that turnover when a three-pointer gets hit right off of it. But we saw Coach Mack right there clapping, encouraging his team, telling them to keep their head in the game, and they're trying to continue to look at it half full and trying to make it full by the time the game is over.
Yes, it was a heat check from three, which went in and out and forced a fast break shot right there. And they were down by 11. Now they've stretched that lead back out.
Great move and floater by Will Ferguson, who we see use his handles and quickness to be able to create a plethora of times during this game. He's a 6'2" junior guard.
That was just an unlucky roll of the basket right there.
That shot is off by Bishop O'Connell. They get a second chance, and we got a Gervin finger roll attempt in there. That won't stay down.
A lot of people think they're high flyers here. They're taking off from way, way back.
And we're going to have
a whole new subs. I think they left one guy in from the original starting crew coming out of halftime.
So Coach Mack is trying to give either trying to give some guys an opportunity, or he has some input that he definitely wants to give his team, the particular players that he just subbed out for. And Goodwin,
a heat check from Goodwin, and it's good.
Goodwin continues to do more in this second half, and he's trying to be that shot in the arm for this team, who's already come out with higher energy here in the second half, but is trying to get over this hump.
Yes.
And Bishop O'Connell is trying to put even more height in this hump. Bishop O'Connell being patient. Ferguson with it. Kicks it out to Kelly. Kelly for three.
Can't complain with that shot. It was a good mid-range jumper. I'm sure he knocks a lot of those down in practice, so his teammates trust him with that. And again, wow, this is 4 or 5 threes that we've seen right here, and threes from the team was almost non-existing the first half.
Exactly, and Goodwin, we're seeing Goodwin, realize kind of what we're talking about is for Norcross to win this game is really going to take some sort of a catalyst to really kick this team into a higher gear overall, and it looks like Goodwin is perfectly fine with doing that, and I look forward to what Goodwin doing right now, making Bishop O'Connell step up their defense on him, which is either going to provide an even bigger platform for him to score on, or is going to get others more involved once he draws all that attention.
And going back to what I said about the three-pointers, there was a lot taken, 19, but only 4 made. Right now, I think they're 5 or 6 or whatever. And so they're looking like they're focused and ready to go.
Yeah, that stat says a lot, man. 4 of 19.
Picking up a little full court press here. Hopefully to cause some troubles, which it does. They're running.
Norcross the other way. No charge and foul called. Rebound by Bishop O'Connell, and they'll come the other way.
Both teams are running. Wow, what a crafty move by that.
Romello Trimble.
I think Norcross's game is based off of running, and which they really didn't get into the first half. And right now they're trying to get into it with this full court press and trying to run it and make you play faster than you actually can.
And James Sanders with the teardrop floater helps his team's cause. But that dish right there by Ferguson and the finish by Cameron Gregory.
Right now they're just exchanging baskets.
Yep, and Norcross is filling up some holes in the boat, and as soon as they do, Bishop O'Connor's finding a way to poke some more. 14-point lead for the Knights. Good one. Tough move. That's tough shot to try to finish on.
His teammate was tiptoeing that sideline, had to get rid of it and threw it into the wrong hands, and they make you pay for it.
That's just good basketball IQ by Will Ferguson. He's shown that throughout this game right there. Too many times we see guys over-penetrate on a fast break or do things that can sort of kill the momentum that the numbers on the fast break provide. But we saw Will Ferguson make a good decision right there. Stop, pop, and give his team a 16-point lead in the process.
Yes.
Got 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. And Sanders misses that free throw badly. He'll come back with the second one. Off the back of the rim. Then we got a lane violation call, so he's going to reshoot.
Nothing worse than giving them free throws, but making them shoot more.
And we'll see if he can take advantage of
the
second opportunity. He's unable to.
But a good hustle by him and causes a turnover down there, and his teammate gets fouled.
And that'll send Goodwin to the line. Goodwin, a 6-foot junior guard here at Norcross. Since 2002, Norcross is the winningest program in the state of Georgia.
That says a lot. There's a lot of good competition out there in Georgia.
Big time.
Mostly known for its football, but there's some great talent basketball-wise out there.
Yeah, and football will always be king in Georgia. I think most people realize that, but I think basketball is changing the sports landscape to where while it'll never be on the same plane with football, it'll be a very, very close second.
Right. And this is twice that we've seen the offensive team come away with a free throw while shooting the free throw. But they didn't capitalize.
Ball loose.
Oh, goaltending. Good call.
That foul going to be called on Goodwin. Bishop O'Connell has it. Ferguson pushes it up quickly. Kicks it for the baby jumper. Number 11 knocks it down. Marquise Rowe.
Right on cue because Norcross is getting some energy. And I think any energy they just got That jump shot killed it, but hopefully they can get it back right here.
The sign of a good team is that you're able to get up and you're able to stay up because you don't let up.
Yes. 3-pointer long.
Jump stop by Trimble.
Crafty move. Got it to his teammate. Oh, out of bounds.
Good hustle to try to save it by Leroy Butts.
Going the other way with
You got Miles Autry and Derek Herbert checking back in for Norcross, and I think that was a strategic move by Coach Mack. I think he wanted to give them some rest, but I think he also wanted them to see the game from the bench perspective, and sometimes that can make you appreciate being in there and also let you see some things that you may not have seen while you were out there. So we'll see if that rings true for Herbert.
Yes.
And Autry. I think Herbert and Goodwin, that's a 1-2 guard punch for Norcross. I think it's only going to get better and better as the season goes on.
I'd agree with that.
So 16-point lead for Bishop O'Connell. Jamal Gregory with the ball.
I know the score doesn't really reflect it, but I think Norcross came out ready to go and had a lot more energy the second half. Long three taken off.
Herbert misses that one. But I still want Herbert to continue to be aggressive, maybe not necessarily with as many three-point shots, although he can hit it. I'm not saying he has to do one particular thing on offense, but I think he should be aggressive because if him and Goodwin get going, it'll mean a lot.
Yes. And he just chunks up the three and misses it. Going into the fourth quarter, 33-49.
Thanks for joining us here. We're going to take a quick break before we begin this final period. You're watching the 4th Annual Upward Classic here on iHigh.com.
Spartanburg 71, Spartanburg 34. That's the most recent one. Yeah, Spartanburg ain't playing. How about Gadsville that play? They played Butler beat Gaffney 63-40.
And we're back to the action. We're getting ready to start this fourth quarter.
It's now or never for this Norcross team.
Yeah, but while this is an 8-minute quarter, really when you think about it, you can almost cut it in half with the way Bishop O'Connell has done a great job with ball control,
yes,
managing the game. And this is a team, if you're down 10, 12 points with 2-3 minutes left, it's not impossible for you to come back, but it's going to be very hard.
The odds aren't looking too good in your favor for coming back. They do a great job spreading the floor and moving the ball around without turning the ball over.
James Sanders checking back into the game for Norcross. And Goodwin takes a seat.
Right now the main thing for Norcross is for them not to get 3-point happy. They just need to play the game that I'm sure they were taught to play and practice and make the shots count when they take them. Make sure it's a good shot.
Autry with the hesitation, then drives to the rack.
Good move.
A nice job of crawling baseline by Autry. Now he has the task of trying to stay with Ferguson. Herbert rips that layup drill for Herbert.
quick timeout, trying to get a little momentum going their way. I'm sure he's going to stop him and go with the full court press right here. Try to get them going faster than they want and get some turnovers and some quick baskets. Get back in this game. It's possible.
Definitely possible. So we're going to take a quick break. 6 minutes, 53 seconds remaining here in this ball game.
For the keys for this team to come back, what do you think they have to do?
I will tell you, as soon as we get... As we get ready to wrap up this game with 6 minutes and 53 seconds remaining, I think the key for Norcross is going to be defensive-wise. I think you have to be aggressive, in-your-face defense, and while you don't want to gamble too much to where it's unwise, I think you do got to take some gambles in some of these passing lanes and try to get some turnovers, because in a half-court setting, it's been hard for Norcross to stop Bishop O'Connell.
Yes, and I was wrong. They aren't going to go to a full court press, but they're going to pick up man-to-man at half court.
And I think one of the reasons why, we don't see Norcross in a full court press just yet is because I think that the guards for Bishop O'Connell have demonstrated that they have no problem getting through pressure. And I think a press by Norcross right now might lead to an easy layup.
Yes. The full court press really doesn't bother those guards too much.
I mean, when I'm looking at Will Ferguson, and I'm looking at a couple of the other guys, Romello Trimble, I'm trying to remember where I've seen this game one guy move his feet and really stay in front of them. I really haven't seen that yet. A double comes, somebody tries to cut it off, help defense, and they dish it. But as far as one-on-one,
yeah, and that really speaks volume for the guards, because both these teams are powerhouses in their respected states, and to be a powerhouse, defense is in there. And for them guards just to eat up their full court press like they are is just volumes and volumes about how highly talented their guards are.
And again, for that Bishop O'Connell team, none of their focal point players are seniors.
Yes.
Everybody's coming back next year.
Right.
And the way they're playing right now, I'm sure they're, looking forward to enjoying this year.
Yes, very much so. And that full court press got the best of them. They're lethal when they get the ball inbound, but they have to get the ball inbound in order to break that press, which they didn't do. Got a 5-second count going the other way.
And give Norcross credit for making that happen.
Yes. Stuck to their man and didn't let any open lanes happen. Now can they score?
Get it in Autry. Autry with the jump stop. Tough shot.
Got fouled. Going to the free throw line now.
17-point lead for Bishop O'Connell. Autry at the free throw line.
Makes the first one. Both teams are far away from being in the bonus.
Lead of 16 for Bishop O'Connell.
Hits the second one. Full court press. Gets the ball down in a hurry. Makes him foul him. That's one way to break that press.
And this is a prime example of why it's going to be so tough for Norcross to close this gap. For all of the things that they've been able to do a better job of in the second half, this Bishop O'Connell team will not help them by letting up or making careless turnovers or, feeling like the game is over so they can just put it on cruise control for the rest of it. So many times in big comebacks, you don't want to take anything away from the team that came back, but a lot of times they really have help from the opposing team. It doesn't look like Bishop O'Connell has any intentions on providing that help.
My basketball
So
inside.
it's a 16-point lead for Bishop O'Connell. Six minutes and 2 seconds left to play.
Quick shot, a three-pointer. Went in, wow. Almost got the turnover.
And while Coach Mack's focus is trying to win this game, one positive takeaway that's going to be, there on the table for him, win or lose, is going to be Brandon Goodwin's play.
And like you said before, I think a lot more could come from losing a game than winning a game, and you could take that to region play, which you learned in this game.
Yep, the season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, exactly.
So, see a lot of people sprint out of the gate. A lot of good teams, highly touted teams, top D1 prospects, whatever the case may be. But when it's all said and done, you got to get better as the season goes on, and really any team can beat you any day if the stars align right.
Yes.
So it's a 13-point lead for Bishop O'Connell. Norcross continues to fight.
Yes, you cannot question their heart right now.
Nice pass inside by Ferguson. Layup drill for number 22, Cameron Gregory.
They're pushing the ball well right now. Quick shot. This is exactly what they need. They just need to stop right now.
Herbert with that nice bucket.
Breaks the press with no problem, but then turns it over. Way to make the easy layup, big fella.
Herbert.
They're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel right now.
So we'll see whether that light gets bigger and bigger or whether it gets smaller and it gets dark.
Bishop O'Connell has left the door open for him. Now only trailing by 11.
And I think it's been a good job of using his substitutions by Coach Mack. He's been able to get some of his bench players in there, have them play hard, and still be able to keep Norcross within striking distance. Even though the lead has been about 15 or 16 for most of this second half, it could easily be 20, 25.
Yes.
But the bench players have come in and done a good job of holding serve.
Yes. And they're holding Bishop O'Connell to one shot per possession, and now let's see if they can make them pay.
Here's Autry.
Foul. Could have been a walk. Guy caught a foul.
And Autry go to the line, and I like the take by Autry as far as him trying to make something happen, but that's tough. Like you said, that could have easily been a travel call, and then that momentum that Norcross has generated over the past couple trips, you could possibly give that right back if you don't get that foul called. So I would have liked to seen the ball in the hands of Herbert and or Goodwin on that play. Herbert penetrate, maybe find a Goodwin for another three, or Goodwin maybe use the threes that he's hit to get somebody in the air, get them leaning, and then take advantage of that. But it's a 47-57 ball game, and this Norcross team has proven to be a resilient bunch so far in this game. They're doing a great job of just hanging in there, trying to find a way to make it happen. And that second free throw by Autry makes it a 48-57 game.
And I think you can really start to see why Norcross has been so good. They like to run, and right now they're making them pay when they're running.
Ferguson with the ball. He's guarded by Goodwin. A little bit of miscommunication. I think Goodwin thought Goss was going to switch on that.
Yeah.
Right, but instead
they get a missed shot, which easily could have gone in, but that door's open, a mid shot. Good. Wow. We're seeing a little bit of a comeback. I think they need a timeout right now. Settle things down.
50-57 ball game. And you can see the look for Norcross, both on the players on the floor as well as Coach Mack.
They see the hope. They have it now.
Norcross kind of looks like, though, you know, when you're out at sea, out in the ocean, and you see those shark fins hovering around.
Yes.
Norcross has the sharks going. The nice spin move by Butts. He misses the shot.
Oh. A good fundamental box out right there. The call could have gone either way.
Yep, that was a tough one. That was a tough call to make. Looked like Goss had positioning and actually did a good job of boxing out.
Yes.
Because it was tough because, Goss really had no reason to reach around and hook on there. He had his defender boxed out, but the officials see it the other way. And that's going to send...
I guess they had a lot of faith in their free throw shooter, not putting anybody on the line, and kind of backfires on them.
Yep, Marquise Rowe misses that. And so now Norcross has it, and they have a chance to continue to eat into this lead.
Wow.
That shot, good to go. Number 21, Kevin Barnes, and it's a 5-point game.
Wow, this is impressive. I think Bishop O'Connor really needs a timeout right now. Get him back down to earth.
And we got a 5-second violation.
Wow.
By calls by Seamus Goss.
Whoa, was it a timeout or?
No, it looks like a timeout was called. I thought I saw the official signal for 5, but it was a timeout call. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back to
Bishop O'Connor's ball when we get back.
During the Dorman game, we'll probably get 20, 25.
And we're back to it. 3 minutes, 24 seconds left to play in this one. Norcross, by a lot of people that may not know the fabric of this team, probably figured them as left for dead a few minutes ago. It seemed like every time they made a push, Bishop O'Connor was able to push the lead back to 15 or 16, but they've got it under double digits, and that's an understatement as they only trail by 5 right now. Here's Romello Trimble.
At one point or another, it was a 20-point game, and they've really eaten into this lead and came out halftime ready to go, and now they can really see their energy paying off right now.
And there are a couple things that just you can appreciate for the Norcross program. You can appreciate the team, the way they play team ball. The first unit was struggling a little bit. The second unit came in and tried to do what they could do. Kept them within striking distance, and now we're seeing a combo of some of the first unit and some of the second unit making this comeback happen.
Yes.
And it just says a lot about not only the coaching staff and their ability to have these guys have mental toughness to be able to be at this point in the game, but it also says a lot about the heart of these ball players.
And then finally they see a shot go through the basket. It's been a good 6 or 7 minutes before anything's really gone in for them.
Yep. So it's a 6-point lead for Bishop O'Connor. Jump stop, tough shot by Herbert.
Forced it a little bit. I think they could have got a better shot, but nonetheless, it's going the other way. I think they're a running team right now, and they really got to get a turnover right here.
Ferguson,
here
nice defense right there by Norcross.
What was the call? Interesting call. That's
foul called on number 1, Leroy Butts, the 6'7" freshman center. Yes, that's correct. 6'7" freshman center for Bishop O'Connell.
That's crazy. I want to know what his parents are feeding him.
Right. That's a diet plan that needs to be mass distributed.
Yes.
Herbert with the ball up top. Nice take to the rack. It's stripped out by Butts. And the ball will stay with Norcross. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left to play in this one. It's a 6-point lead for Bishop O'Connell. Norcross has been fighting this entire game, and they're very close.
Yes.
But the question is going to be whether Bishop O'Connell bears down and extends this lead, or if Norcross can continue to chip away at it with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. You want to make sure if you're Norcross that you keep the momentum going by being able to get a bucket here.
Yes. And we've really seen Norcross's heart throughout this whole thing. Not letting the 20 to 22 point lead get in their head too much. They just kept on fighting and scratching at the lead, and they 2-possession game right now, 6 points away from tying the ball game up.
And there have been some mistakes that Norcross has gotten Bishop O'Connell to make, but really they're coming back against a team that has played, pretty much some great basketball. So that says a lot. The effort that it requires to make a comeback, it's a higher degree of difficulty when you're doing it against a team like Bishop O'Connell.
Yes.
If this were a team where it looked like it was just a fluke that they were beating Norcross, it would be a little bit different. But looking at this Bishop O'Connell team, the tools that it has and its personnel.
They stretch out the lead a little bit, making both of the free throws, 60 to 52. Still got a ball game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Good step back. Wow. Impressive. 55 to 60. 5-point game with an impressive step back move.
Like I said, these types of tournaments, these types of games, they are platforms for players to not only get better, but to show what they can do. And Goodwin is doing a great example of taking advantage of that right now. So we got a break, 2 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in this one. We'll be back to you shortly. Stay tuned. Do not turn it off. You might have thought the game was over 6-7 minutes ago. Far from over. 5-point deficit for Norcross.
No. We play like some 45 minutes.
And we're back from the timeout. Bishop O'Connell to inbound the ball.
People really like an underdog. I see a lot of Dorman fans out here waiting for their next game. Dorman plays at 8 after this game, and they're really cheering on this Norcross team to win. The Cinderella story, not so much, but just playing behind the whole game.
And Coach McMillan has South Carolina roots. He's from South Carolina originally.
Attended Chapman High School in Edmond, South Carolina.
That free throw is good to go.
This is when they're making their free throws count, which is good. (55-62). We still got a ball game.
7-point lead for Bishop O'Connell. Herbert gets it over to Goodwin. Goodwin's been instant offense in the second half. Tough shot.
Took a really quick shot. I don't think they needed it, but they got the ball back. Oh, throws it up. Sees the lane. Makes a good rolling pass. Got the foul and one.
Goodwin at the right place at the right time.
Yes. I don't know if that was a pass or what, but they got there and they scored.
Brings Norcross to within 5, 2 minutes, 6 seconds left. And this is going to be the type of game, I think, even if Norcross loses this game, it's the type of game that they can build on moving forward in this season. But if they win this game, it's a tremendous boost because it's one of those things that leads to your team being given that title battle-tested.
Yes. And this is the game Norcross wants to play right here. They want them to go faster than they want. They want some quick turnovers. looking for that 5-second count or whatever they can get just to get the ball back and run with it.
And Coach Wooten definitely wants the ball in Ferguson's hands. And if I'm Norcross, as soon as somebody else has it, even though you have some other capable ball handlers for Bishop O'Connell, as soon as somebody else has it other than Ferguson, I want to be all over them. I want to try to bait them into a situation where they're trying so hard to get the ball back to Ferguson, and maybe they telegraph or pass or throw it to one of the Norcross Blue Devils anticipating in the passing lane.
Yes.
Ferguson trying to put the moves on Autry.
Steps
And
on
he
the
steps out
line,
of
going
bounds.
the other way.
Great team defense right there by Norcross as James Sanders really cuts off that baseline.
Good help side, just like you teach in practice. I'm sure they've gone over that number of times, and now the kids are starting to see, wow, Coach really knows what he's talking about.
Norcross is only down by 4. 1 minute, 36 seconds and counting in this game. Tyler Williams with the ball.
Not to say less, they're still losing, but good move. Oh,
Autry trying to get the roll.
Hits about every part of that rim, but doesn't go in. Coach is signaling the foul. Not the guy you want going to the free throw line. Oh, not going to, going to the free throw line.
So Rashard Kelly, 6'7" junior guard / forward for Bishop O'Connell, is going to step up to the line. And I was wondering whether, Autry took a shot, which wasn't a bad shot. That's a shot he can hit, just wouldn't stay down for him. But Herbert was wide open in three-point land. I thought he was going to kick it out to him, and that would have been real interesting if he had done that. And Herbert made it.
Yes. They weathered the storm right there with that free throw. It's still 4-point game, still 2 possessions.
That second free throw is good. That makes it a 5-point ball game.
Well, everybody wanted a little bit of a travel there, but my bad. Oh, and one. Wow. They're getting lucky.
Big shot right there.
Sorry about that, guys.
Tyler Williams. Williams is a 6'3" senior guard for Norcross. That's a big shot right there. He has a chance to bring this team to within 2 points. And now we're seeing a Norcross team that feels like, hey, man, we've been down 15, 16 points for the majority of this game. We're right there right now. We're hawking them. Can Williams tie it up? He does. Jump ball. And whose ball is it? Norcross's.
Misses the free throw, but the shooter goes in and crashes the boards and gets a jump ball. It's their ball with a chance to tie. To go down by 1 or tie.
Williams looking to inbound the ball.
No, don't touch. All right, smart play by him not touching it. Was not a backcourt.
They got it in the hands of Herbert right now. Look for Herbert to create some space. Sanders for 3.
Oh,
no good. Rebound by Goodwin. Goodwin, great job of getting that, creating another opportunity.
That's just hustle. That's just pure hustle. Will and wanting to win the game.
Herbert kicks out to Autry.
Smart play. Don't shoot it. Don't rush it. You still got plenty of time.
Yeah, but if I'm Norcross, Goodwin has to get a touch before I take my next shot. I'm sorry, he has to. There's Autry with the ball.
38 seconds. Oh, no. A little miscommunication. Call a timeout or something. They get the ball
Herbert
back.
has it. Herbert tries to go behind the back.
Foul. They're shooting 2. No, they're still shooting 1 and 1, but that's an 8-team foul. They're still shooting.
30.7 seconds left to play here in this game. And that's the play where the ball still ended up with Norcross, but I know Coach Mack had to be biting his knuckles on that play with all that was going on. Autry got caught in an awkward position, just sort of threw the ball towards the corner.
All right, let's see what he's made of right here.
Derek Herbert, 6'1" senior guard at the line.
Makes the first one. Sigh of relief to only go down by 2. Could only go down by 1, but let's see what he's got.
If I'm Norcross, I try to get the ball out of Will Ferguson's hands as quickly as possible, and I'll foul the first guy that I can.
And you can see Coach Matt going offense for defense right now. Has a substitute ready. Foul. Questionable call right there. Now we're walking down. They're shooting 2. They got a chance to extend this lead.
And that's in my opinion, a bad call, but I think that one of the reasons you didn't really see Coach Mack argue is because, first and foremost, he's focused on winning this game. He wants his players to focus on what they've been doing as far as forgetting anything else but playing as hard as you can and going to get this game. But on top of that, with the way Bishop O'Connell has shot free throws, they've been very fickle at the free throw line the past couple minutes. So I think he feels he's almost in good shape committing that foul.
3-point game, 29 seconds to play. Two-possession ball game. There's still hope. No need to go for the quick three. Just get a quick two and play hard-nosed defense like they've done all in fourth quarter.
And we'll take a quick break in the action. Make sure you join us for the final 29 seconds of this game. Norcross versus Bishop O'Connell, 4th Annual Upward Classic. All right, we got a great game here. 28 seconds and counting. Norcross trails by 4. Good one with the ball, giving no room to breathe by Romello Trimble. Now Autry has it. Autry, tough three.
Doesn't get it, but gets himself a rebound. Throws it too far. They turn the ball over. I don't know. This is going to be a real.
If I had to see a shot force right there, if I had to see a three taken, I want to see Goodwin taking that three-pointer.
He's been your man the whole game. With the quick foul. Took a second off the clock. 12 seconds left, excuse me.
12.2 seconds left to play. Great job of staying with it by Norcross, and they're trying to win this battle of attrition here. They've chipped away and chipped away and chipped away at this lead. Most of the game when they were chipping away, Bishop O'Connell was able to add right back on, but it reached a point to where Norcross made such a strong push that the lead had no choice but to dwindle down.
They're going to need nothing short of a miracle right here to come back. I think we said it a lot last game, but unless Reggie Miller's in here, which I can't seem to find him.
Right, I don't think he's anywhere.
And I don't think their chances just went down by him making both those free throws. They got to shoot it.
Good one, 3.
Misses, hits the back of the iron, 3 seconds left, gets the rebound, goes up. 63-67 is our final.
And Bishop O'Connell is going to get this victory over the Norcross Blue Devils. Great game. Norcross has nothing to hang their heads about with the way they battled in this game. It was a total team effort by both units, and I think that it was something that they definitely used to gain the respect of Bishop O'Connell, even though they probably had it before the game, being one of the winningest programs in Georgia.
And Norcross has nothing to hang their head about. They played good and they played hard. They have a lot to learn, though.
Most definitely. This is Marcus Burnett signing off.
And Jansen Raymond.
We'll see